people. I trust you all are doing well. It's very windy today in Lithuania, and I'm loving every bit of it because I love the fact that the wind is all over the place, and I do have opportunity to be able to come here to share with you guys about some vital information that I think is very, very important, and is going to help a lot of you because a couple of you have reached out to me actually to like ask me, are you not going to make the video about Switzerland that you talked about? I'm like, people are really watching my videos, and when I say a thing, they don't forget. Like, they keep it in their subconscious memory somehow, and they get back to me to tell me like, this is what you promised us and you've not done it. So that's the reason why I'm coming our way today with the entire Switzerland applications, that how we are going to be able to apply for the visa, what kind of documentations that we need, when is the process for the POF, how much do we need, like everything regarding to the Switzerland visa application. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about like a few universities, and though I've already talked about these universities previously, but I'm going to just touch them a bit and also like indicate the kind of documents that are required. Now, let's start with the University of Applied Science and Art of Western Switzerland, which is like about like 500 Swiss francs. I already talked about it, guys. It's in the previous video. I'm going to be attaching it on the below description of this video. Okay, now the 500 Swiss francs is both for international and local students, so it doesn't really matter if you are not international. Applies to both international and non-international students. Okay, so the local student can apply, you yourself you can apply, so it's not a problem. So University of Geneva, okay, they actually teach in French and English, which I didn't talk about it because we don't need it. Maybe someone from the French speaking side might need it. And the application for autumn is like January to February 28th, and the application for spring is like mid-September to 30th September, which is to say that it's still open. And the documentations that is required, the application fee is like 65 Swiss francs. The requirement is international passport, photo passport, your curriculum vitae, which is the CV, your school certificate, and your transcript of record. Most of the time when I talk about transcript of record, most of you don't know what it is. Just go to your school and tell them to give you the transcript of record. All secondary school principals, high school, colleges, whatever, they know what we are referring to. Just tell them, they will do the job. Now let's move on to University of Lausanne. I talked about it previously. Okay, they have like lots of master's courses, which is still 500 Swiss francs. And also they have courses in French. They also have courses in German, for those of you that can speak German, for those of you that can speak French as well. I think University of Lausanne is a very good one for you guys. The application for spring is January to February 28th, and the administrative cost is 200 Swiss francs, right? And for international students that want to come to this particular university that I'm talking about, you're required to write an exam, okay, before you can be considered for an admission. And what kind of requirement do you need for University of Lausanne? Or somebody might be asking. You do need your passport, photo passport, your international passport, your CV, your certificate, and transcript of record as well. You need that, okay? Now, University of Neuchatel, I talked about it previously. They don't have any engineering program. For those of you that want to come for engineering, it's not there. It's about, the school fees is about 1,540 Swiss francs. I think this is a bit on the high side, which is totally different from the other ones that are like 500 Swiss francs. And the application period is April to August 15. Okay, so which is to say it's still open now, and November to January 15. So it's totally dependent on you and what you really want to do about it. And what kind of requirement do you need? You need your photo passport, you need your passport, international passport. You do need your CV, you do need your certificate, and also you do need your transcript of record. Now let's talk about University of Basel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's cost 850 per semester. The application fee is about like 100 Swiss francs, okay? And apart from that, okay, guys, then we're talking about like late optional or late application. If you're applying late, it's cost money, which is about 150 Swiss francs. So to avoid you paying that money, you don't need to apply late. And the application period is from October 15th to November 30th. What kind of document do you need? You need your passport, you need your international photo passport, international passport, your transcript, can you see it's the same, your certificates, your CV, okay? And that is it. So now let's move on to the resident permit. How do we talk about the resident permit or the visa if you want to apply for this? This is like another very important part that I think we should actually discuss about it. Okay, now we need to like tell you the kind of document that are enclosed for applications that you need and for your visa to be able to go through, okay? You need a letter from your school, from your university. After you've done your application, you need that letter that your school has given to you, okay? Now, this is like a document that we all know that is like giving a justification of the school inviting you for you to come and study in Switzerland. So you need that, okay? And also you need your CV. You need your CV to be provided because sometimes they really want to see what you have been doing to be able to understand what kind of person or what kind of candidate are we giving admission to. And you need your proof of sufficient form to be able to see how you can be able to support your livelihood when you are in Switzerland. Guess how much it is, guys? POF in Switzerland is about, how much is it? 16,000. Hold on for a second. I think I was keeping that information. Just hold on for a second. I'm going to check through. Yes, 16,900 euros. That is what you need as POF. So if you don't have that kind of POF, I don't think you should joke around. I don't think you should even start the application if you cannot provide it. But it's not too much because for those of you that actually live in Canada and UK, of course, that is like a lot of money, but it's doable, of course, if you have it. And also, that bank statement, of course, is going to be showing your asset, like how much you have, how you're able to take care of yourself and all of that. So after providing like all these requirements that is needed, they started talking about like what kind of employment, like when you're in the country, what kind of things should you be looking at when they are referring like gainful employment, right? Now, they talked about that you can be able to work 15 hours per week, okay? And this can be approved at the earliest 6 months after the start of your study. So you can be able to work 15 hours per week, okay? And apart from that, what again did they say here? Let me check. The processing time takes approximately 6 weeks for your resident permit to be out when you are there. And also you're going to be adding your police character as well because, guys, they have to legalize it in Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your country. And wherever you're going as well, it has to be legalized as well. You understand? So that it don't look as if they need to check your character to know the kind of person you are. And what kind of document are you submitting to the embassy? Like we've said, you're submitting your CV, we've talked about it, and you need to explain to them, which is like a motivational letter. Why am I coming to Switzerland? What do you want to do there? Which is motivational letter, stating what you're coming to do, how you want to come and study, and also your 3 recent passports should be included. Photo passport, of course, that is what we mean. Your international passport should be included as well. Your educational certificate, you're submitting it as well, like your certificate, your transcript, that should be included. I've already talked about the motivational letter. And also, what again? And Proof of funds, I've talked about it. Cost of fees and all of that. You made your, of course, you're going to be doing your payment for your tuition and all of that. So guys, that is the documentation that everyone needs. In case you have any question, feel free to reach out to me for me to actually talk about this. The thing is that Switzerland is a very good place. It's a very good country that nobody talks about. All of you that, and it's good for family. You can be able to relocate with your family. So I think is a good place for someone to actually look into by taking into consideration like everything. If you can provide a bank statement and all these are like normal documents that we used to do like for visa and for resident permit that you're going to be submitting when you're there. So this is all the things I think everyone should know. And the schools as well are pretty cheap. 500 Swiss francs, that is not a lot of cash. Like this is like the cheapest. So for those of you that will be willing to go to that place, I think you should take your time, go through it, go through the entire document we've talked about on this video, and also take your time to check if you can be able to provide those documentations or not, especially guys, the proof of fund. Okay, a lot of you are getting rejected, like some people reach out to me because of the proof of funds. I think you should be taking it more seriously. You shouldn't joke around with the proof of funds. These people really need to know if you can be able to take care of yourself in case you get into the country and you don't find something doing. How do you keep yourself going? So it's very, very important for you not to joke with it. Okay, so guys, I think we've come to the end of this video. It was basically about the documentations and everything you guys need to know in this video. That is why I just came to share it briefly. If you have any question, do not hesitate to reach out to me on the comment section, and also we are going to make sure that we answer your questions or we search for more information if something is not really clear. Okay, they have schools for French speakers, they have schools for English speakers. Okay, is your girl Great Faith? Peace out.